Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step on how I do this classic smoky eye. This kind of smoky eye can be done with literally any eyeshadow palette and pretty much any color combination you want. Today I stuck with the more classic kind of cool toned brown gray smoky eye. So if you want to learn how to get this classic smoky eye, go ahead and keep on watching. So for my palette today, I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Now you don't have to have this exact one. You can really do this eye look with so many different palettes, pretty much any palette. But I just haven't used this one in a while and I think it's a gorgeous cool tone color story. So there are many different ways you can do a smoky eye and just different steps you can do, but the way I'm going to do it today I think is the easiest and the most simple and probably the best for beginners. But I think the biggest thing to remember when you're doing a classic smoky eye like this is that you want all of the deepest shades closest to your lash line. So you want it super dark here and then you want it to softly blend out as you get farther away from your eye. So to start off this smoky eye, I'm actually going to start by taking a black kohl gel liner. The eyeliner that I'm going to be using is this one by Haus Labs. This is my absolute favorite black liner. It is so creamy and so pigmented, very easy to use, but I do believe they're discontinuing it, so it's only available on Amazon right now, but it's really cheap on Amazon. And I'm going to run that through my entire waterline and tight line. Your waterline is the entire lower part. See how easy that was? And then the tight line is the upper. And sometimes you can kind of blink into it too if you struggle doing this. I know it can feel kind of weird sometimes. Now I'm just going to take a little smudge brush. This is a Sigma E21, and I'm going to start to smudge out this eyeliner throughout my entire eye. And as you're smoking out this liner, you want to follow the natural shape of your eyes. You don't want to like bring it up too high in some spot. You really want to follow that natural curve of your lash line. If you don't have this eyeliner, I also think some kind of gel pot liner like the Inglot one would work really well because that one is super creamy. If you're using a potted eyeliner, just use a small brush to apply to the waterline, the tight line, and then do this smudging out step. Once I get to the tight line, I kind of push the eyeliner upwards to get it onto my brush and then on my lash line. When you're doing this step, you want to make sure that you're getting the black liner between every single eyelash. You really don't want to see any skin peeking through. And I haven't used any eyeshadow yet. I've just been using that liner that was on my eye. So right now my eye just looks kind of closed off and it looks smaller, but now we're going to add some eyeshadow to really blend out this black. So I'm going to take this smoke shade from the Glam palette and I'm going to kind of do the exact same step. I'm just going to be smudging on top of the black to really smoke it out. And I am placing the shade directly on top of the eyeliner, and again I'm following the natural curve and shape of my eye. Whenever I'm doing this look, I find that smoking out the lower lash line is easier for me than the top lash line, so just make sure that you're taking your time with this smudging out. And as we start to use lighter and lighter shadows, you will pull the eyeshadow outwards. So again, we want the deepest shade on the lash line and then we want the eyeshadow to softly get lighter. Now I'm going to pick up a lighter shade and I'm going to use more of a domed pencil brush. This is a BK Beauty 207. And we're going to use a tip of this brush to continue to smudge and smoke everything out. I switched to this dome pencil brush because it's slightly larger than the smudge brush that I started with. So as we use lighter shades and work higher up towards the crease, I'll start to use bigger brushes. And same thing on the lower lash line. I feel like a smoky eye like this is another kind of trust the process kind of look, because at first it's gonna look really scary, but as you start to blend and add lighter and lighter shades, it'll start to come together. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that crease shade. I'm going to make sure I have this on my entire eyelid. So I'm just bringing up the shade a little bit higher. can tell that we started with a black shade and now we're just getting lighter and lighter and blending up higher and higher. So now I need a transition shade in my crease. So I'm gonna take this shade that is called Transition on a BK Beauty 212. And I'm gonna start to blend this shade back and forth in my crease. So I'm going slightly above that last shade I used on my lid and just making sure I have a really nice blend with this. And I'm also going to blend that shade along my lower lash line. Sometimes I like to go back to that first step with my pencil and reline my tight line and waterline just to make sure it's super dark. Now I'm going to take this inner corner shade on a Sigma E33 and pop that right in my inner corner. And a little bit right under my brow. So I went ahead and did my face makeup off camera and I just popped on some mascara to show you what it looks like with just mascara on. And for that, I used the Rare Beauty one. Whenever I'm wearing a smoky eye like this, I always like to pop on a pair of fake lashes. I just feel like fake lashes really just make any eyeshadow look 10 times better, you know what I mean? Especially when you have an eye look like this that is just really drawing attention to your eyes. I want my eyes to look as best as possible, so for me, that's adding fake lashes. So I'm gonna go pop some on really quick and then I'll show you the final look. All right, went ahead and popped on those lashes. I'm wearing the bright lashes in the style All Naturel. And here's what the full face looks like. What's nice about this kind of more cool tone smoky eye is that you can pair pretty much any lip and blush shade together. Honestly, my blush is kind of a mixture of a bunch of different things right now, but my lipstick is the new lipstick by Lawless and I'm wearing the shade Wedding Day. I think this is super pretty. I love this formula and I feel like the name Wedding Day is just perfect for this lipstick. So I hope you guys learned some helpful tips and tricks on this classic smoky eye. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.